Okay, well, I got bad news, fellow YouTubers. At least as far as I can tell, it's bad news. Nothing to do with the trim pieces there or the Camino itself. It seems I'm not going to get to finish this as soon as I thought. I'm not going to say why specifically, but I will say, as I mentioned earlier this week, I suppose, we had somebody who's going to paint this for us and finish the rest of the prep work, all that for us for a good amount of money. I think I said $1,000. But we have not seen nor heard from this person at all since another said person told us. And we've been waiting quite a long time, and we're really wasting time waiting for this person to call us or show up or whatever. So, unfortunately, it seems that we're going to have to do this ourselves. The only reason I say unfortunately is because we were really looking forward to having the time to do other things while this was gone. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, anyway, nothing to worry about now. I'm not going to do the other door panel yet, like I was going to. That one, we'll have to wait until we're done with the exterior. Well, that's that. Nothing else I can do about it right now. What I am going to do is sand this down here. As far as I know, that's the only spot that needs anything. Yeah, just this little bit right here. Just throw a little water over that. Some wet sanding. Just get that smoothed out. Over here, I'm not sure about this one, so to speak. What's all that? What the hell happened there? Besides these little spots here, which was nothing on it. Bear with me here. I'm trying to look through the camera, but I end up looking at the car. Well, camera, it's actually my phone. It's probably upside down now. Oh, there we go. This one, I think this one just needs a light sanding as well, so I guess that's what I'm going to do today. Get these two, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what to call them. I call them upper wheel wells, but that sounds like the inner side. Outer wheel wells, that doesn't sound right. Actually, I guess outer wheel wells does sound right. Whatever. Anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to do today, but what I am going to do is get the outer wheel wells sanded and smoothed out, so I don't have to worry about them being all rough. And after that, I'll clean the bed out. Well, I guess, well, I don't know. I mean, I want to clean the bed out, but at the same time, I'm just going to get it dirty again because I need to scuff up the bed and the sides really good before I paint. I mean, before I prime everything. And the sad part is, I don't even have any primer. We were so sure that this other person was going to paint the car for us, that we actually took back our 2 big things of primer that we bought. Now I'm going to have to go rebuy them, which is rather unfortunate. So, I don't want to put the blame on anyone or anything like that, but it's very frustrating. But I guess it's not like we were promised anything, so. Oh well, it is what it is. So we'll get to work on this. Okay, we'll show you the after effect. Okay, here we go. Alright. After a bunch of good old-fashioned hand scrubbing with a Scotch-Brite pad, we got the bed. I know we didn't do the sides, But my dad told me after I had scuffed the whole thing, so everything's all nice and scuffed and nice and smooth. Well, once the bed's dry, I'll wipe this off because it's got dust on it from the paint gun. But the paint gun got stopped up, he said. He had to fix it. Anyway, I'm going to make this quick. The fumes from this primer is getting me sick. But as you can see, that primer is nice and smooth. So it looks like we figured out how to mix the primer just right finally, instead of getting orange peel everywhere. Anyway, he decided he was going to do the front part there, but he ran out of paint right there. Or primer right there. So, which is fine, because we decided we're going to do the sides tomorrow. Woo! Man, stand out here. So anyway, I think it looks good. I mean, yeah, you can see all the bumps and stuff, but once that's painted and the rubber mat's on top of it, it ain't gonna matter. But it's the sides I won't worry about. But tomorrow, after this is nice and dry, tomorrow I'll wipe off the sides real good again, and then we'll paint the sides, or prime the sides. And when that dries, we'll go ahead and we'll paint the bed, give it 2 coats, or maybe 1. I don't know, it's up to my dad, whatever he decides. But we'll paint the bed. Once it dries, then I'll get in there and paint the sides. Then once that's all nice and dry, we'll clear coat the bottom. Then once that dries, clear coat the sides, and the bed's done. That's all for today, though. So thanks for watching. I'll make this one quick. My phone doesn't have a lot of space left on it. We got the sides primed. The prime gun was giving me a lot of trouble for some reason. Kept only spurting a little bit, so I had to put my finger over the nozzle and spray it and get the air to go into the canister to get it to spray right. So I got everything primed back here, even the roof part. My dad did the floor yesterday. I did the sides today. The solid auxiliary in it. I would call that pretty dang perfect. There's a little bump right there. Of course, there's a spot like that, but we're not going to see it when we paint it. We ain't painting it today because it's supposed to rain, so hopefully tomorrow we'll get it painted. So that's all for today. All right, thanks for watching. Alright, here we are, another day. Another coldish, rainy day. A couple of things. Our neighbor we talked to about, he knew someone who was going to paint this for us, showed up about the day I decided to, well, I'll get to that in a minute. First off, here's our first unfortunate attempt to paint the bed. It may look okay, but if you look carefully, our paint gun was having quite a lot of issues. Yeah. Turns out the nozzle had a bunch of gunk stuck in it and I didn't realize it. By the time I got halfway through with the bed, I realized that it wasn't spraying correctly. But I didn't want to, I thought I could keep going and do it right, but it just didn't work out. But and also in the process of that, the paint went on all rough, so everything, it's like all these spots like down here is just like sandpaper. So I was out here sanding that with 400 sandpaper, and our neighbor, the one who said he had somebody who was going to paint this for us for $1,000, showed up and says, well, what happened? No phone call? We said, no phone call. We haven't heard from him at all. He says, man, that's weird. I talked to him right after the day you called and blah, blah, blah. And said this, said that. And I said, well, that's weird. Well, I got another guy who can paint it. I'll call him. And then he came. I didn't know this next part. My dad, he came over again later on. I was doing something else. My dad talked to him. So he said he's going to talk to that guy one more time. And if he didn't call us this time, then he's going to call his other friend. So we decided we're not going to do any more paint work until we know for sure, because this is obviously very, very bad. I mean, the whole thing has to be sanded and painted again, and I really don't want to have to sand it all again, if I can help it. So, on the good news, I already closed the hood, but on the good side, we found out why the engine's running so rough, at least so far. We took our little hand pump vacuum tester and tested the little air vacuum pump thingy mabob. I forgot what it's called. And it's not holding vacuum at all, so it's gone. That's why the engine's running so rough. So great. Well, we're good but bad. It's good because now we know it's not anything serious, hopefully. As far as I know, my dad said, "Oh, there's your problem." I said, "Okay, well, as long as you say so." I hope it is. If it is, I'm going to go look it up here in a few minutes, try to find one. And the only other thing is we got a leak. Now I'm going to attempt to crawl down here. I'm dropping my phone. Ugh. Okay. There's the leak. You see the oil? It's right around there, which, if I'm looking at this correctly, I can't see my screen. There's the oil pan for the transmission. There's the oil pan for the engine. And its leak is right there somewhere. Oh, right there. I'm thinking rear main seal. But it's got so much buildup and gunk and nasty stuff on it, it's hard to see anything. So my plan was today to find that leak. I was going to spray super clean all over all this down here and let it soak for a while, and then get the water hose and just sit under here and blast all, not in the garage, but outside. Blast all that off as best I could, and then wipe it off or scrub it off or something. Ugh. Sorry about that, I hit the wrong button. Anyway. That was my plan, but as you can see, it's raining again. So I don't really want to get out there but I'm going to try to keep from getting as soaking wet as I possibly can. So I don't really want to do it while it's raining. So I'm going to go inside and try to find that vacuum pump thing, whatever it's called. I'll probably put it in the description. I'll probably put it on an annotation on the screen what it actually is when I find out what it is. Anyway. Well, we're all hoping that guy will actually call us, or our neighbor's other friend will call us or something. Because we're getting about real tired of having to hear that over and over again. No disrespect to our neighbor, it's not him, it's the other guy. He just won't call us for some reason. So, anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.